Hey everybody, it's me again. So today I'm going to make one of my favorite appetizers that I get from a steakhouse called Knife Steakhouse. Okay, so it's one of my favorite restaurants. Not my favorite, but one of them. This appetizer is very simple. This appetizer is not very complex. It's pretty straightforward. It's a big-eyed tuna tartare with mashed avocado underneath and a little bit of wasabi, fish eggs on top, and some sliced half-sour pickles. They also have another appetizer that's like just sliced yellowtail, like pieces of yellowtail with some grapefruit wedges and a slice, instead of crushed, slices of avocado and a little bit of sriracha and some flaky salt. So I'm actually going to kind of make an amalgamation of both of these appetizers into one. I got some grapefruit. I'm going to basically dice up tuna that I got, and I wasn't able to get big-eye tuna, but I got Hawaiian ahi tuna from a pretty respectable fish joint in Dallas. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get into this because I really want to make this. Oh, by the way, I got this. This is Persian bread. It's called sangak. It has black and white sesame seeds all over it. It's like a pillow. Like, feel this. Not you, not you people on the other side of the camera. Feel that. It's like a pillow. So this is freshly baked at this place that I get it from. So the bread that they serve at Knife with this tartare, so you get a little bread and you scoop a little tartare on top, little tuna, a little flake salt, little avocado. Anyway, this is the closest thing to that bread. I like this bread a lot. I'm gonna toast it on the stove, use it as our vehicle for consumption. First, let's start off with the avocado. This is how I do my avocados, by the way. When I wanna make smashed avocados, or when I want to do guacamole, just dig that in there as much as possible, twist and release. Most people like scoop it. I just press, especially if it's not really going to make a difference as far as the looks go, and it won't for me. Look at that, fresh avocado. All right, now we're going to give this a nice rough smash, nothing crazy. This is not guacamole, by the way, so there's nothing else but like some salt in here and just smashing this down, right? Okay, so got this going. Get a little salt, you know what I'm talking about? Now mix that up a little bit. Let's dig into the grapefruit and get the wedges out. Okay, ready? So how I normally do it is like I cut into it like this. I do 4 cuts. Now I peel. Now we're gonna get the wedges out. We gotta make sure we do a good job. Okay. That's decent. Like, see that? I guess that's acceptable. What I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna try to cut this back off like that and then get this wedge out somehow. All right, now we're gonna chop up some chives. And this isn't in the actual dish itself at Knife, but I love chives. I think it's gonna bring something to the table, so to speak. Go ahead and throw that in there. Now, the star of the show, fresh Hawaiian ahi tuna. All right, all we're gonna do is dice this up. I'm doing like thin slices right now, not too thin, maybe half an inch, and then I'm going to go the other way and slice them crossways. So tartare is basically chopped up meat. Like if you ever have beef tartare, they cube, basically they do what I'm doing to the beef, and it's usually, it's gotta be fresh. Like good tartare is like fresh meat or fresh fish. And they slice it up like this, and then they just like, they almost grind it, but they grind it with their knife. They don't like put it through a grinder like a beef patty or something like that. Through like this, maybe like, you know, cut this a little bit, you know, like that. And then they just kind of go through it with like this. And that's basically tartare. I think we're good. I think this is good. So let's do this. Now what we do, we put this all in a bowl and then we jazz it up. Let's do this. Let's actually do the right thing and measure this out perfectly. 1 tablespoon of organic, well, any kind of soy sauce you have, just 1 tablespoon. That's actually too much soy sauce. 1 teaspoon, let's do that instead. Yep, you see that? Nice teaspoon. Okay, see, that's good. It would have been, yeah, it would have been a lot. Let's do half a teaspoon of sesame oil, toasted sesame oil. Don't be a jabroni, toasted sesame oil. Half a teaspoon. And then, last but not least, 1 teaspoon of the almighty, the greatest, the king of oils, olive oil. You know what? I might fuck around and put a whole tablespoon of this shit in here, but let's just do 1 teaspoon for now. You know what? 2 teaspoons. What? You're crazy, they said. A little bit of the chives. Let's go ahead and throw in some rock salt for good measure. Let's throw in a little bit more, but let's do it like Salt Bae. Shall we mix it? All right, let me taste it just to see what else we need. Right off the bat, we need another teaspoon of soy sauce. Let's try it. Let's do this. Let's add a little bit more salt. Let's add now the 3rd tablespoon of soy sauce. Let's do a little lemon. Not too much, just a little bit. Now let's see where we're at. Let's do half a teaspoon. Another little dabble do ya sesame oil, and then a little dabble do ya of 1 tablespoon of olive oil. A little bit more of this. We're good. We're good. A little more soy sauce. 1 teaspoon. The best thing you can do when you're cooking is continue to taste what you're making, just to make sure that the seasonings are right, the proportions are right, and then you can really get into some shit. Let's slice up a little cucumber. I want the avocado on the bottom, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything in here. So I'm gonna line this with oil. I'm going to create like a disc. Now, the avocado. Okie dokie. We flip our final product onto this plate. I've never done this before. I really hope it works because I want to try this shit so bad. Ready? So put a little grapefruit on there and a little bit of pickle on the sides. And now, the pièce de résistance, Russian Ossetra caviar. So here we have some soy marinated salmon caviar. I got it a couple of months ago and I just stored it in my deep freezer, and this is the perfect usage. I already have Ossetra caviar on this dish, but why not hit it with a little bit of this luxurious soy marinated salmon caviar. So Ramiro, the man behind the camera, has never tried caviar before. This is probably some of the most luxurious caviar you can get, so we're gonna let him try it for the first time.
First time.
You like pop it in your mouth like the eggs.
That's what she said.
It's very fishy, it's very weird.
No, it's not fishy. I mean, I don't think it's fishy. It's salty.
Very salty, so it's briny. Yeah.
Okay. That stuff is good.
Okay, let's toast some bread. All right, I went ahead and tore off a little bread. Let's get it toasted. Here we go, toasted bread, a little bit of char on it, just like I like it. Just cut it like this. Yeah. This is it. This is the moment of truth. All right guys, this is it. Nice little toasted sandwich of tuna tartare, little avocado, 2 types of caviar, little sliced half sour pickles, flaky salt, and freaking grapefruit wedges. How could you forget about that? How could I forget about that? Did I say avocado? Avocado, crushed avocado. And I'm a little crazy, right? So I had a little, a little dabble do ya right here. And guess what else a dabble do ya? A little olive oil on there, you know what I'm saying? If I had a little sriracha, I put a little sriracha on there. Do I have sriracha? You guys ready? Wow, that's nuts. That's nuts. There's all kinds of stuff going on, from the caviar to the fish to the freaking avocado. It's over, guys. We're done. We're done here. Make this dish if you can. Substitute ingredients for other ingredients. I don't care, but just make something similar. It's really good. See you guys later.